Good morning.
Hi. Good morning.
Good morning. Hi. Welcome back to the channel. We have to run now.
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, look at the baby! Hey, moo cow! Oh, a cute baby with a white face. Uh-oh. Okay, 10 miles later. I totally was going to, video the beautiful scenery and the very cool morning that we had for this 10-mile run. But a good portion of it was on road, and there was a lot more traffic than we were anticipating. So I was focusing on not getting hit by a car for the majority of that run. But 10 miles done, I think my watch said it was an average 10:30 something pace, which is pretty good. I'll take it. I'm tired. Back to a normal schedule post 10K race last week, and of course that means all the anxiety and exhaustion that comes with just a normal week. So, but now I'm headed home, and Emily is heading over too. We're going to do a little recovery time together, and we'll chat about some fun things that are coming up here in the next little while. So this video is shaping up to be another thrilling one. I'm now on my way to a craft fair of sorts, I guess. My parents and my grandmother told me about this craft fair thing that their church is doing today, but apparently they have really good food too. So I'm gonna go have lunch with them and check out this craft fair. But hot tub time felt so good. And we were talking about how we each felt after running 10 miles, and I told her, my run buddy Emily, I said, I always, when I'm done with a long distance like that, I take a moment right when I'm finished to evaluate if I think I could keep going if I needed to. And I felt like I could. I told her that my legs really felt fine, but I'm just, because of all the work stuff and the business stuff and just life in general for the past month or so, I don't know, it's not emotionally tired, but it's just, I guess that's what it is. It's emotionally tired, where I feel like I could just crawl into a nice warm bed and sleep for 3 hours. So maybe one day I'll actually get to do that. But so I'm sorry I wasn't able to get much of the run. It is a very beautiful day today. It was maybe 49 degrees when we started running and about 55 when we were done. And our leaves are starting to change, which is awesome. So I'm definitely going to try to get some more video of how pretty it's starting to look up here next week. And maybe if there's things to see at this, or if there's pretty foliage out at this craft fair. But one thing I did want to share on my way to this thing is my last ditch fundraising attempt. I'm very close, so I decided to try this whole sponsor a mile thing. So I'm going to do 14 different slots for the St. Jude half marathon. So you got mile 1 through 13, and then I'll do a finish line sponsorship. And I wanted to do something kind of different. For a $10 donation, you can pick a mile, or if you don't pick one, I'll just assign you to a mile to sponsor. But then you also, because I do love to sing, in case some of you did not know that, I do love to sing, you can pick a song for me to sing at that mile. And I'll sing a portion of it for my YouTube video because I don't want to get any copyright strikes. But it can be any song as long as it's in English and it's not vulgar. Any song. All that's fair game. And it will be Christmas time, so you can choose a Christmas song, you can choose a Disney song, you can choose a regular song. And if I don't know it, I will learn enough to fulfill my sponsorship requirement for that mile. So please visit the link below. Shoot me a message or leave a message when you do the donation. There's a little spot where you can leave me a message. Let me know a mile, let me know a song, $10 gets you a mile sponsorship, and feel free to sponsor more than one if you'd like. And yeah, we'll see if we can get this fundraising goal met. All right, so let me get to our little craft fair and lunch, because I am definitely starting to feel hungry after running 10 miles. Sadie, it feels so good out here, doesn't it? Oh yeah. All right. Showed a little bit of foliage at that church. Had some very good barbecue. Now I'm back taking Sadie for a walk, and really cannot wait to get my chores done so I can take a nap. But I'm going to show you our street where our leaves have started falling. It's quite beautiful. I love the colors of fall when you get the really good ones. Look at the crunchy leaves. Look at these really pretty yellows. The street the other day when I was out here doing just a easy run, the browns looked more orange. They're starting to turn a little more brown now. But I love colors, and my favorite are the red ones, like the one I showed earlier. We have these maple trees near our church. Oh, maple trees that have leaves that look very much like that. They're my favorite. So this is week 9 of training. I believe it's week 3 for those that are just training for Dumbo Double Dare. And I can't remember what number chapter in our book, but the chapter is called The Case of Mistaken Identity. And I liked the chapter. He talks about, at the very beginning, he talks about how, back in the day before they really had DNA testing and all that for, murder cases, missing person cases, things like that, people were wrongfully accused all the time and, sat in prison for years and years. And then finally when DNA testing came out, a lot of them, were discovered to be innocent, and how crazy that must have been for them to have to serve for something they didn't do. And relating that to people who are given labels that are nothing like them. And he talks about how he struggled with his body image growing up, that he was a larger child, and of course kids being kids made fun of him, but he carries that with him even to today. Being a performing artist, you kind of want that acceptance from people. You want people to like what you do and who you are. And it's something that he constantly struggles with. So there's a few passages I want to share, which I will do when we get back to the house after our lovely little midday fall walk. Right, Sadie? Right, Sadie? There you are. Let's do it. So just to share a few thoughts from our Case of Mistaken Identity chapter. The quote that he has at the very beginning is a good one. It ain't what they call you, it's what you answer to, which I love with what else he shares in here in a minute. But this whole chapter reminded me of the Sidewalk Prophets song called Chosen. So I was going to read a little bit of that because it's one of my favorite songs. I absolutely love it. It's on my running playlist. And it has to do with this so well. It says, what do you see when you look in the mirror, a loser, a failure? Does every scar determine who you are? Maybe don't look, just turn away. If every day is like yesterday, winds are gonna change. What do you hear when you're all alone in your head, a dead end, stranded at sea on a stepping stone? There's a cloud inside you, it's welling up. Your eyes are holding back a flood, it's safe to come undone. You're not worthless, you're precious. You're not left out, you're wanted. You're not invisible with your shining soul. Love has spoken, you are chosen. And of course there's other, goes into the song. There's the other verses in the bridge are really, really good. But it's a really great reminder of who we are and who created us, and that he's the one that gets the say. Another quote, something that Matthew West wrote in here. Satan knows that if he can get you to believe a lie about who you are, then there's a good chance you'll never become who you were meant to be, who God created you to be. And he has this section where he has these different things about who we are in the verses in the Bible that, you know, are God's promises for us. It says, if I can talk correctly, you are created in his image. For starters, God, your creator, says he created you in his own image. Genesis 1:27. You belong. My dear children, you come from God and belong to God. That's from 1 John 4:4. You are chosen as God's special possession. But you are a chosen people, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, God's special possession. 1 Peter 2:9. And of course, this one's my favorite. You are a masterpiece, for we are God's masterpiece. Ephesians 2:10. You are his child, for you are all children of God through faith in Christ Jesus. Galatians 3:26. So I think that that is the word for this week, is chosen. It's a special type of love to be chosen, and that's really God created us, and that's what he did when Christ died for us, is he chose us, that we were worth dying for. So I hope everyone's training is going well. Don't forget about my sponsor song. Visit the link below, pick a mile, pick a song, and let's get me to that fundraising goal. And whatever song you pick, as long as it's in English and not vulgar, I'll sing it for my race recap video, or at least a portion of it, so I don't get any weird copyright strikes for singing songs. I think it'd be fun. It'll help me through the race just as much as the donations are going to help, St. Jude. Having something to look forward to each mile, just like I did in my marathon video. I picked something for each mile that was my favorite. So having a song to sing, it'll be helpful for me. So definitely be sure to donate $10, pick a mile, pick a song. Like this video, be sure to give this video a like. You can leave me a comment if you end up donating and let me know what song you'd like me to do. And be sure to subscribe. Next week we're going to the lake house, and I also have 12.5 miles. So that could either be very, very boring in that area, or hopefully I might be joined by a friend, which will make those miles a lot more bearable. Always remember that you are God's masterpiece, and I'll see you next week. Sadie has always got to be right next to me when I'm doing things. Are you a sweet girl? Yeah. All right.